because so much of New Orleans was devastated and underwater. And so many people suffered and left and not come back. Though I came back, and because I wanted to be part of the resurrection, so to speak. And so I think it energized a lot of people, and including myself, to become more civically engaged, to love what we almost completely lost. And so I want to be part of the movement to preserve what's best about New Orleans, and you can see behind me, the incredible buildings that have lasted for, a couple centuries.
So I'm curious, we just were having breakfast and you're talking about your wife saying, you need to move back to New Orleans. This was post Katrina?
Yes.
So how quickly after? I mean, I know cats like Johnny Vodakovich, they were in a hotel for a month in Houston. He was getting gigs in Houston, but he was gone Bill Summers was up in Atlanta for months. So when did you actually come back, and what was the condition of the city? Were the streetlights still out?
Well, I came back about 2 months after Katrina. It was in October, and Katrina was the latter part of August. And we couldn't believe that was. I mean, we've all seen it. It was unbelievable, and we see devastation happening now as we speak in California and elsewhere. It's just the rebuild. You think about the rebuilding part. You think about people giving up on this and going away. But I saw the resilience in New Orleans, and they didn't give up, and that strength to return to basically the swamp that's been reclaimed was incredible, and it energized me. I think you can't be an old person in this place without any energy. I mean, you're energized as an old person, and you think younger, you become younger.
I dig. Can you talk about a couple of examples of things that energized you? Kind of some projects you took under your wing when you came back.
Well,
or was it just sort of an emotional thing just to be here?
Yes. I mean, I had to come back here with a job, which is it's a whole nother story with that involved. But for my wife, Gretchen, to see her really love New Orleans. I have to admit, I love New Orleans more through her than just coming back, because I had a lot of memories of it and why I left, and then I saw things were going down in not a great way. But coming back here with her and her energy and her wanting to do a lot of arts and crafts and made me happy, and she made me happy. So in so many wonderful ways, encouraged me to do things, accumulate different hats. So it's a lot easier. You can wear many hats in the city.
What kind of hats can you wear for the people out there that maybe have never been here? Or
it helps. It helps you be whoever you are.
I dig.
You
can be yourself.
Be yourself, and it's a lot easier here. And you don't need alcohol to make that happen, but it does help. And Mardi Gras is probably a good trigger because you can wear whatever costume you want, and everybody here has closets, a separate closet for your Mardi Gras, inventions. So,
can you talk about something that, I mean, clearly you're not. I agree with you. You just being out in Los Angeles last week, there was this smoldering pit of fire in the valley, and I just said, or that town called Paradise that was totally destroyed.
Oh, yeah, right.
And so, Zalkind or Feinberg, we're not exactly, we're not building homes. We're not rebuilding. But is there something that you can say that you did to raise the spirits of people here when you came back? Obviously, your wife digs it here, but what did you do in order to? I think the whole point was that you wanted to bring love back to New Orleans.
It's funny you asked me that because we didn't discuss this earlier, but I was always interested in an alternate way of
universe.
An alternate universe. Well, that's a good way of putting it.
Speak a little bit louder too.
Alternate universe. That's interesting.
Right, because this is kind of a cosmic place. Continue that.
In the work that I was doing, I was also trained as a mediator, and believe it or not, in Los Angeles, and it was quite
wow.
Active. A lot of training, a lot of great mediators there, and so part of my job description when I came back here was mediation, but it turned out that the state of Louisiana, which I was working on a project, didn't agree to have mediation. They just simply wanted to get it done without it. It was very disappointing. I still maintain my job with them, but ultimately I promised that I would actually be more involved in mediation in the city of New Orleans, and it turned out
You're talking about between couples? Is that?
It's between anyone. I know you're probably used to hearing more about divorce mediation.
But the mediation can be with many different things.
Any kind of dispute.
Right. Just solving disputes.
You can go to court and resolve disputes easily. Well, I'm sorry to say.
Pay lawyers lots of money.
Not easily so much, but it's easy to go to court.
That's right.
Because that's what all you know when you watch TV. It's like, I want my day in court. You know, Law and Order. I want my day in court. You know, Perry Mason. I want my day in court. And someone wins and someone loses, but you always think you're going to win when you enter. Whereas in mediation, both parties have an opportunity to win in ways that they couldn't possibly necessarily win in court. In other words, you come up with creative ways of looking at your problem and at yourself. And the mediator is the neutral third party, and it doesn't take sides. It's not the judge. He or she is not the judge. And I've been doing it now for about 3 years. I'm head of a nonprofit called Community Mediation Services, and so when you ask me what have I done to contribute to the fabric of New Orleans,
it's beautiful.
That's
keeping the peace. I mean, and you would say that it covers everything from finances to marital. I mean, every kind of.
It covers bar owners. It covers board of directors. Can't get along. It covers.
Wow, so they're calling you, and have they dubbed you with a nickname yet? I mean, that's kind of a rabbinical kind of thing.
That's interesting.
Because on this trip already in Los Angeles, I've been called a reverend rabbi, a priest, for the work that I'm doing. But this is essential to society.
It is, and so I'm also trying to train more mediators in this city. We had several trainings. So it's what I'm happy to be contributing, because it's not, we don't have a mediator culture as you have in other major cities, and so, but I'm also combining, and if I may add, to make this work sustainable, because people we do charge fees and they're very affordable, but it's very hard as a nonprofit to sustain this. So in about a month or so, and you're probably going to laugh at this, I'm opening up a bookstore.
Sounds fantastic.
And you might ask, and your viewers might say, "What, are you crazy? Why a bookstore?" And this is like opening up a buggy whip shop,
right.
You know. But it's actually going to be around the corner from here, on Frenchman Street. And I'm assuming an existing bookshop that's been around for 40 years.
What's the name of it now?
It's called Fabric Marini Arts Books, but I'm changing it to Frenchman Art and Books,
I dig.
and it's going to be.
Well, what's the incentive there? You're going to be holding mediation sessions there, or education classes there?
Well, when you have we have an office that we're very fortunate to share with another organization, but this is bringing it to the streets. In essence, when you think about a bookshop, it's you have author signings, you want to support the community, and in various different ways. And I haven't seen this actually modeled anywhere else in the country, but people come together when they come to a bookshop and browse, and there's all sorts of different topics, and people are looking to enhance their imagination,
Their palate, their enlightenment.
So mediation or community mediation, having it adjacent to the bookstore, I think is going to be a natural combination.
Drive people there.
Yeah, and I'll have books about conflict resolution so that people can help resolve their issues on their own. It's about language. It's about slowing down and listening to what, as you as the interviewer does, is listen. It's not easy to listen to someone, especially uninterrupted. So thank you for this opportunity to speak.
No, well, I mean, how much of it, like, how much of a reflection of the work that you do, is affected by the times that we're in right now? I mean, do you feel like there is, not that you might keep an even keel and your demeanor may not change, but do you see a heightened sense of angst and fear or anxiety now because of the times that we're in?
Yes, that's an easy one to answer, and we need a venue for people to be able to really talk to each other face to face,
civilly, and face to face.
Yeah, civilly. And it's we've lost a lot of that through social media, and it's easy to just mouth off as